All right, Shalom Akim. We're here today. We're going to hold another class. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all you brothers out there in the four corners, teaching this truth in all sincerity. And shalom to the few sisters that listen as well. So we're having a class today. We're continuing on this series. And we're going to be going into Ishmael. It's Yeshar Mayala, bro, I believe, the pronunciation. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. And whatever information you brothers have, go ahead and bring it out. If it's precepts that align with what we're bringing out, bring it out. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we're going to go into the Ishmaelites, or also known as the Arabians. We're going to open up with the first scripture in the book of Genesis 16. And you can start from the top, bro, so we can just get the context of the chapter.
Come, bro. This is Genesis
Baba
chapter. This is Genesis 16, starting from the top. The title is The Birth of Ishmael.
Yeah.
Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had not been able to bear children for him.
Yeah.
But she had an Egyptian servant named Hagar.
Mm-hmm.
So Sarai said to Abram, "The Lord has prevented me from having children."
Yeah, so as we all know the story, Sarah was barren. She couldn't have any children, not until the Lord opened up her womb. So Abraham got his first seed through Hagar, the slave. And this was Ishmael. All right? Go for it, bro.
Go and sleep with my servant. Perhaps I can have children through her.
Yeah, and this was the custom back in the days, man. Women don't really see things in this manner no more. You know what I mean? But it's going to go back to that. We're going to have kids through concubines and all that good stuff.
And Abram agreed with Sarai's proposal.
You're reading an NTV, right?
NLT.
NLT? Okay. Go ahead.
Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
So Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, the Egyptian servant, and gave her to Abram as a wife.
Mm-hmm.
This happened 10 years after Abram had settled in the land of Canaan. So Abram had sexual...
And we know that land of Canaan is what became Israel. Go for it, bro.
4. So Abram had sexual relations with Hagar, and she became pregnant. But when Hagar knew she was pregnant, she began to treat her mistress, Sarai, with contempt.
Damn, what does it say in the KJV? Because right here it just says they popped.
Yes.
What is it, bro?
It says,
verse 4?
Verse 4 says, "And he went unto Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes."
Let's
Yes,
get
there was
that
envy.
Hebrew word for conceived really quick.
I got it.
So this is the Hebrew word for
Hara.
conceive. It's hara.
Mm-hmm.
It says to conceive, become pregnant, bear, be with child, progenerator.
Yeah, it is.
Become pregnant says, let's see what the Strong says.
There's no way around it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. It
Yeah,
repeats
cool.
itself.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. Is that fine? Go ahead, you shy?
Okay, no, you're good, bro. You could continue reading. Yeah.
Verse 5. Then Sarai said to Abram...
Can you read number 4 again, bro? Baba Kushan.
Verse 4 again. So Abram had sexual relations with Hagar,
Yep.
and she became pregnant. But when Hagar knew she was pregnant, she began to treat her mistress Sarai with contempt.
Yeah, exactly, because there was envy there, bro. You know what I mean? The slave had a son, the natural wife didn't. You know what I mean? So that created some tension between them there. And that's kind of what's going to unfold on what happens with Ishmael. Go for it, bro.
Verse 5. Then Sarai said to Abram, "This is all your fault. I put my servant into your arms, but now that she's pregnant, she treats me with contempt."
Yeah, because she felt like she was superior. I gave him his first kid, not you, and you're the free wife. I'm the bondwoman, and I'm not even technically not even an Israelite, right? I'm not even of the chosen lineage, Go for it, bro.
"The Lord will show who's wrong, you or me." Abram replied, "Look, she is your servant, so deal with her as you see fit."
Mm-hmm.
Then Sarai treated Hagar so harshly that she finally ran away.
Yeah.
The angel of the Lord found Hagar beside a spring of water in the wilderness, along the road to Shur.
Yeah, and that road along through Shur is what takes you back to Egypt, through that desert area. Go for it, bro.
Verse 8. The angel said to her, Hagar, Sarai's servant, where have you come from, and where are you going?
Yeah.
I'm running away from my mistress. Sarai, she replied.
Yeah.
Verse 9. The angel of the Lord said to her, return to your mistress and submit to her authority.
Right. Because at the end of the day, she was a slave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She had to do whatever Sarah commanded her to do. And ultimately, she had to be obedient to her. Right? So go for it, bro.
Verse 10. Then he added, I will give you more descendants than you can count.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11.
Yeah, because Ishmael also became a great nation. We know he had 12 princesses, and he scattered all through Saudi Arabia. Go for it, bro.
Verse 11. And the angel also said, you are now pregnant and will give birth to a son.
Mm-hmm.
You are to name him Ishmael, which means God hears.
Yeah.
For the Lord has heard your cry of distress.
Yeah.
Verse 12. This son of yours will be a wild man.
Yep.
As untamed as a wild donkey.
And that's a point right there. That's a great point, because something that we know about the Ishmaelites or the Arab people is that they've been in contention with almost everybody that surrounded them. They were at war with the Edomites, they were at war with the Amalekites, they were at war with Israel, the Moabites, the Ammonites, but they also created leagues between these nations to come against us, But something that differs them from every other nation is that everybody was against them. You know what I mean? Because of how they are, a wild man. Go for it, bro.
Verse 12. This son of yours will be a wild man, as untamed as a wild donkey.
Yeah.
He will raise his fist against everyone.
Yeah, and they were also known as caravan people because they lived in the desert. So they were traders. They were involved in slavery. They controlled a lot of the incense routes and the incense import and sales. You know what I mean? So this is what was given to them. Go for it, bro.
He will raise his fist against everyone, and everyone will be against him.
Yeah, and we kind of saw that, during these Desert Storm wars, how, the Arabs were, bro. Everybody's against them. They're suicidal.
Yeah.
Allah Akbar, and they blow up everybody that's with them or around them, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is how we're able to distinguish this man. And one thing that's very easy about Ishmael is that Arabs will tell you, bro, our lineage goes back to Ishmael. That's our uncle. That's
Yeah.
our progenitor.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
an easy tribe to identify.
Right.
Brother, you want to say something?
Yeah, bro. If you brothers go on the chat really quick, I'll share it with this brother right here that's not in the chat. But if you brothers see this little clip that I uploaded, it's about this thing that these Ishmaelites do pertain to that they're a wild man. They do these rituals where they fire off rifles, fire off guns,
I seen that, bro.
and stuff like that.
Yep.
And not just this, like you see this guy doing this, right? Not just this, but they also let off like hundreds of rounds with huge guns, like at weddings and stuff like that, or even at their own gatherings when they want to do different stuff.
Yeah.
This is part of their tradition and culture.
Yeah, pagans.
Yeah. This is just one video that I share with you brothers, but I'm pretty sure you guys can find other videos similar.
Khan.
I had a couple of info too that
Okay, Khan,
we
brother.
were mentioning.
Bring it up.
I just searched up basically on Google, so then the AI overview gave me an answer. I searched up what did the Arabs have to do with the transatlantic slave trade. And
Sub-Saharan. Yeah.
it said Arab merchants and traders played a significant long-term role in the trafficking of African people, operating extensive slave trade networks across the Sahara Desert, Red Sea, and Indian Ocean for over 13 centuries.
You have that article?
Yeah.
Beginning in the 7th century, while distinct from the Atlantic trade, this Arab-Muslim slave trade operated on the East Coast and in West Africa, with Arab traders often acting as middlemen, capturing and transporting between 10 and 18 million people.
Yep. So these fucking Arabs were, trading and selling our people, bro. Selling our brothers. You know what I mean? Throughout the whole Asian coast, African coast. You know what I mean? Go for it, bro. You got more on that?
No, that was it, and then I just had the precept.
Okay, Khan.
I believe it's in Joel 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is Joel 3 and 3. And they have cast lots for my people,
Yeah.
and I've given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will you render
Canaanites.
me? Huh?
Oh, Canaanites.
Will you render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians,
Mm-hmm.
which is the so-called white people, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians. In the NLT, this verse for 8, it says, I will sell your sons and daughters to the people of Judah, and they will sell them to the people of Arabia, a nation far away. I, Yahweh, have spoken.
Khan.
It says that the South Arabians are the Sabians.
Yeah, the Sabians.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's some info that the Nabateans are also part of those people, but
And
that's kind of where they sit. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mentioned like Palestine and all that, which
Yeah.
Arabs.
Yeah.
Live there.
Yeah.
Today.
And I believe that word Palestine goes back to wasted or something, bro. If I'm not mistaken, if you could look it up real quick. Because I mean, who's living there right now? The fucking Arabians, bro. The Arabs.
It says land of sojourners.
Oh, okay, Khan. There it is.
It originally was the Philistines.
Khan.
Yep.
They were pushed. They went further north than because they're brethren to Mizraim.
Yeah.
They kept going further north.
Yeah.
And they thought that was their land. That's why they kept warring with us when we got into the land.
Khan, bro.
Philistine was our main enemy before
Khan.
Esau.
Oh, yeah,
And
brother.
even Joseph, it says, was sold.
To
Yeah,
the
we're gonna go
Ishmaelites.
into that too. That's, yeah.
If I could just say
Yeah.
real quick, when you read Joel 3 and 3, how it says, and they sold a boy for a harlot,
Yep.
it's known in Ishmaelite culture for them to be into
Little girls.
Yeah, but no
Yeah.
little boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because
Oh yeah, what was that? What was that one? Damn, I forget the name of that. You remember the name?
Yeah, I forgot.
This is
But
a crazy name.
I did look it up and it said the Arab Near East and boys for sale.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Sold a boy for a harlot.
Even
Yeah.
the elder D-Mash, when he said he fought the wars, like the Desert Storm wars,
Yeah.
he would talk to them crazy ass Ishmaelites.
Yeah.
They would say, women for baby, man for pleasure. That's what
Yeah.
they would say.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So it ain't changed. They've been crazy
Yeah.
ever since the ancient world.
Yeah, and that's the spirit, because I read something when I was going through the, because it's a pretty extensive history. There's a lot of stuff that you find on these people, but I mean, we're not going to go into every single little detail, right? But it did mention that there was a thing linked to them, dealing with the underage girls and all that shit, bro. The trade, the selling, the laying down with them and shit. So these are some crazy motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, it says
And
right
they're
here,
our uncles.
on this first line, it says the Middle East. It says the taste which Arabs have for young boys is of universal.
Can you read that scripture again in Genesis 16 and 12, bro, about him being a wild man?
You know. Verse boy brought those into Mecca.
Okay, this is verse 12 again.
And that's one of the reasons why when this dude Muhammad came around in the 6th 7th century, the whole Islam thing was born, bro, because these people needed some fucking order, bro. You know what I mean? They were they're known to be very idolatrous. They got the stone, the Kabbalah, and all that stuff. So what they took from the scriptures kind of put them in some type of order, bro. You know what I mean? But the prophecy says they're going to be a wild man, so you really can't hide it.
Yeah, same with Amalek, and this is how the Lord got them back, because they sold us to the Grecians, which was Esau.
Yeah.
And then the Arabs traded us.
Yeah.
They built the ships. And
Yeah.
then Ham would go in there and find us.
Yeah.
So the Lord got all three of them back.
And the craziest thing is that Amalek was always in allegiance with the fucking Ishmaelites, bro,
Yeah.
and the Midianites to come against us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's
So,
why you
no,
had
William,
those-
we're gonna touch on it too. Just quick points.
That's why you had the Crusades.
Yeah,
It was more
Saladin and all that.
Saladin.
Yep.
They were taking Jerusalem back, and then they would lose it, and then we would
Yeah.
capture it again, and then you had the Ottomans would come up. And
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
Amalek that mingled himself in there with Ishmael.
Yeah. Kanak, yeah, hell yeah, bro. Can you read that one more time, bro, in Genesis 16, and then Babako Shai, if you could jump to, or if a brother could hold Genesis 17 and 20, and just read that point. But brother, can you read that first?
Yeah, this is Genesis chapter 16, verse.
In 12.
12. Yeah,
I have some information on his hand against every man.
Okay, Khan, bro.
But let's refresh the.
Yeah, the point? Yeah.
This is verse 12 again. This son of yours will be a wild man, as untamed as a wild donkey. He will raise his fist against everyone, and everyone will be against him. Yes, he will live in open hostility against all his relatives.
Can you read the Strong's definition of wild there, bro? Barakashai, I believe it's para, the Hebrew word.
Mm-hmm.
And just read the Strong's at the bottom, bro.
Brother's gonna get that? Or?
No, can you get it, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it for wild?
Yeah, for wild. On verse 12. Yeah, because we're going to expose this fucking man, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, even though he did come out of Abraham, he's still one of our fucking number one enemies, man. If a brother can hold Psalms 83, Babakusha also.
And even the story of Joseph, even though he was sold to them,
yeah.
At the end of the day, they had to go bow down to Joseph.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
like
bro.
Brethren. So
yeah,
that's how the Lord said, "Well, I'm gonna sell you to the children of Judah."
Yeah.
Pretty much at the end of the day, they're gonna come bow to us.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro.
That they've done.
Yeah,
because
there's a certain animosity that they have, because we know that these people, they have the old records, bro. Mm-hmm. So there's an animosity that they have because they weren't selected to be the chosen lineage. Yeah. We got that shit, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So imagine how, exactly like Esau, bro. That's why they're the two tribes that are named right at the top of the list, bro. Exactly. Yeah. Can you get into that word real quick, bro?
Yeah, kinda got you, bro.
The water. Did you find it? If not, I got it right here. I'll read it, bro.
Yeah, you go get it.
Khan, so the word is para, and it goes into, in the secondary sense, as running wild. That's what, wild man is. So he's just fucking everywhere, bro. No sense in him. You know, he doesn't think about something twice. He just does it. You know what I mean? All right, brother. You say you had some information?
Yeah,
bro?
I got it. This is from Claude AI.
That's
the detail on wild man. The Arab people historically were the nomadic Bedouin tribe, free-ranging, untamable, answering to no empire long-term. Desert dwellers, the open wilderness was their natural habitat, just like the wild donkey. Fiercely independent, Rome never fully conquered Arabia. Persia never fully conquered it. Even the Mongols couldn't hold it. The Arabian Peninsula is one of the only regions on Earth that was never permanently colonized and absorbed by any foreign empire.
Damn.
The detail of his hand against every man is, historically, the Arab people have been at war against the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Persians, the Romans, the Crusaders, the Mongols, Ottoman Turks, European colonizers, and are still in active conflict today. And in every single case, they've survived, battered but never eliminated, pressed but never absorbed.
And the only reason they haven't really wilded out right now also is because they have that allegiance with the U.S., man, that petrodollar, So that's something that has kept them kind of, I would say, level-headed and stabilized in that Middle East region. But they do, as we all know, play a very important role in the end time prophecy, man.
Yes.
Because they're going to take part also in the destruction of America, which is Babylon. They're dire allies, man. Sacred allies. Khan, go for it, bro.
Job 1:14, and there came messengers unto Job and said, the oxen were
the Sabians, right? That's the Sabians?
Yeah.
Khan.
And the assen feeding besides them, and the Sabians fell upon them.
Yeah, and these Sabians here, these are also nomadic people.
Uh-huh.
Not sure if they belong to Ishmael or if they belong to the sons of Keturah, but
Yeah.
being that they are who they are,
The
they belong to,
traders.
yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah.
So this is what you would consider also part of the Arabian people, that mixed culture of peoples that got there in the Arabian desert.
But yeah, bro, they would just take shit.
Yeah, yeah.
When they found Joseph, they didn't ask
Yeah.
who are you? Where can I return
Yeah.
you? They just fall upon stuff and just take it.
Khan, bro.
Wow.
Khan. Because I think if a brother can hold that account of Joseph when the brothers sold him to the Ishmaelites, it says that, well, they used the term Midianites and Ishmaelites interchangeably, which we know the Midianites were from Midian, one of the sons of Keturah.
That's
Alright?
the spirit, bro.
Yeah.
They went into Hagar when she ran away, and they
Yeah.
met her in the way, and it was the same
Yeah.
road to lead
Sure.
down to Egypt.
Exactly,
So
bro.
years later,
Yeah.
those same Ishmaelites came to get Joseph.
Yeah.
Came down to Egypt.
Khan, brother.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. All right, Khan, you can continue on that, bro.
Oh, it says, yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I am only escaped alone to tell thee.
Yeah, so that was pretty much just an account on how, the Sabians came, they raided, because that's what they did. They were raiders,
Yeah.
So, brother, can you get Genesis 17 and 20, Babak Rashad?
I got you. Yeah.
You got it, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, Khan, go for it, bro.
This is Genesis 17 and 20. And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him, and I will make him fruitful.
Yep.
And will multiply him exceedingly.
Yeah, because he did become a great nation, a great kingdom of people, man. I mean, they have the possession of the whole Arabian Peninsula.
Yeah.
They got the fucking oil. They're one of the number one exporters and shit of that. So they were blessed. They became fruitful there.
Yep. And then also too on Genesis 25. I don't know if you're gonna bring it up.
Yeah, we are, bro.
Okay,
yep.
Khan, go ahead.
This is continuing on. It says, and I will make Salakia, and will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly.
Yep.
12 princes shall he beget.
So just like Israel, they also became a great nation, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people came out of them. Go for it, bro.
It says, 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation.
Yeah, and if a brother could hold Genesis 25, 12 through 18.
I got it.
Okay, come, bro.
Genesis 25 and 12. It says,
Were you going to share something on that, bro?
No, I was gonna mention
the sons.
We can bring up information about the United Arab.
Yeah, the Emirates and all that.
Yeah, Emirates.
The
because
Confederacy.
I think it consists of like 28.
Nations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Khan.
Go ahead and read that up.
Khan, it says Genesis 25 and 12. It says, now these are the generations of Ishmael.
So, like, if a brother can start looking for that info, please, of the UAE,
Emirates.
Yeah, the Emirates. What nations? Brothers can just go on Cloud or I would say go on Cloud if you have it, or ChatGPT.
They're big too because they always sponsor a lot of football teams in England.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
There's always in commercials.
Yeah, that oil, bro.
Yeah.
That money, they got it.
And NASCAR and all types of stuff.
Come on, brother.
You always see
Well, I mean,
ads.
one thing that's big right now is that they're sponsoring the combat sports, bro. UFC and boxing.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Oh, but they made that one movie. Remember you sent me?
Oh, the Desert Warrior.
Yeah, which
yeah,
apparently
bro.
flopped, bro.
Con. Oh, what they did?
Yeah, because that movie was backed by their money.
Wow.
They spent like a total of 150 million, and they had only made like 400,000. You know what I mean? So it says Genesis 25 and 12. It says, now these are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's handmaid, bare unto Abraham.
Yeah.
And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael, by their names according to their generations.
Yeah.
The firstborn of Ishmael was at Nebajoth. It says at Kedar.
And Kedar, that's where we get the word black. That's the word that King Solomon used. So that was a nation of Ishmaelites. Go for it, bro.
And
so originally, man, the fucking Ishmaelites were dark people, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what they call them.
Yeah.
Some of them motherfuckers had that curly hair, you know? Yeah. That's the only difference, brother.
That's it.
It says and
We don't do no camel here.
Yeah,
that's right.
At Bio
Yeah.
and Mipsam. It says and Mishma.
Masa.
And
Yeah.
Misma. It's broken over here. It says and Dumath.
Yeah.
And Masa.
And one thing that's interesting that I found when I was doing some research on Ishmael is that some of these Ishmaelite tribes, bro, they're able to trace back to the individual sons of Ishmael. You know, that's how deep their history goes, bro. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like I said, these people know, bro, but what about us? You know what I mean? What about Jake? Go for it, bro.
So like if I was gonna say like when you see like videos on TikTok, there's a lot of like Arabs that work at liquor stores.
Oh yeah.
And they'll be telling like Judah, oh you guys know that you guys are Judah.
You see what I mean?
12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah. But it's a joke to them, bro. Because they're not really telling you in sincereness, bro. It's more like, yeah, I know who you are, but you don't. You fucking idiot.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Hey Judah. Hey Judah.
Pieces.
Yeah, bro. And those motherfuckers don't like us, bro. You know, they might act cool and whatnot, but you know, they don't like us, bro. Oh yeah.
Well, they're wild in the sense that they're direct to just insult us.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. Right there and then, you know.
Come on.
It says 15. It says Hadar and Tema and Jetor and Nabish and Kedama. Kedema. It says these are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names by their towns. By their towns. It says, and their castles. 12 princesses or 12 princes according to their nations. And these are the years of the life of Ishmael. 37 years, and he gave up the ghost and died and was gathered up unto his people.
So there's a part that I have over here that says that they dwelt from Havilah to Shur, which is opposite of Egypt as you go toward Assyria. So that area right there, bro, is basically Saudi Arabia across the Sinai to the border of Egypt, which is that land that we know that is attributed to the fucking Ishmaelites. You know what I mean? The whole Arabian Peninsula right there, bro. That deserted land from the book of Joel, you know. All right, you had more on that, bro?
On there?
Yeah. That was it, right?
And they dwelt. Yeah, I mean 18. It says, and they dwelt from Havilah unto Shur. It says, and sorry, that is before Egypt, and thou goest towards Assyria, and he died in the presence of all his brethren. Okay,
yeah. So that's the death of Ishmael. All right, so right now we're just going to jump into Genesis 25, 1 through 6. We're going to tap into Keturah and the descendants. If a brother could get that real quick.
Did we get that information about the United Arab Nations?
Yeah, Khan, did a brother pull that up? Is there a brother got it?
On Wikipedia?
Just like a general information. Yeah. Because the word Arab means mixed.
Yeah.
United Arab Emirates. UAE, also known simply as Emirates, is a country in West Asia situated at the eastern end of the Arabian Peninsula. It is a federal, semi-constitutional monarchy made up of 7 emirates, with Abu Dhabi serving as its national capital. The UAE borders Oman to the east and northeast, and Saudi Arabia to the southwest. It shares maritime borders with Qatar, Iran, in the Persian Gulf, and with Oman in the Gulf of Oman. In 2024, the UAE had an estimated population of over 11 million. Dubai is the country's largest city. Islam is the state religion. Arabic is the official language, while the English remains the most spoken language and the language of business.
Yeah, and you just brought up that whole thing with Islam, bro. So one thing about Islam is that there's 2 leading divisions within Islam, which is the Sunnis and the Shias. A lot of the Arab nations, which fall under Keturah's sons and Ishmael, they adopted the whole Sunni concept of it. And you have the Elamites, which are the Persians, that kind of took upon the whole Shia aspect of the Islamic belief system. We're not going to go too deep into why that came, the separation. It's not important. You know what I mean? Yeah, Khan. So that's one of the reasons why those Arabs also have a lot of contention with the Persian Empire or the Elamite people.
Hey, Azam, did you bring out how many nations are
I think he said 7.
7.
Khan.
Now there has to be more in there.
Yeah.
There's like 22 nations or 28 nations around there.
That's just the United Arab
Arabs,
Emirates.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's
I
just
like
that.
There's
yeah.
more Arab nations.
It says together they formed one country, the UAE.
Yeah.
The UAE founded in 1971.
Yeah.
Okay, kind.
Yeah, so if you search up what are the Arab
Morocco, Algeria.
nations,
Yeah.
it's like 22.
Yeah.
It says Algeria, Bahrain, Comoros, Djibouti.
Morocco.
It mentions Egypt,
Yeah.
Iraq, Jordan, Kuwait,
Yeah.
Lebanon, Libya. So it mentions a bunch of other ones: Oman, Palestine,
Yeah.
Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, Syria, Tunisia, United Arab Emirates, Yemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it says that the location of the UAE is basically within the biblical land associated with the Ishmaelites.
Yep.
So they just
So they never moved. They stayed.
Yep.
Right.
You know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
said it mentioned what is those people, the pirates, they be hijacking ships and shit.
Somali-
like-
oh,
the
Yemen?
Somalians.
Somalians,
Yeah.
A lot of them is Arabs. You thought it
Yeah.
was Kush or somebody, but
Khan.
it's them. They're fucking pirates, you know.
Yeah, it's just like them Yemenis.
Yeah, like you said, they were raiders.
Yeah.
Now they raiders on the seas. And stuff.
Dang.
Khan, bro.
Too.
Yep. Yep. Was that it on that portion, bro? Or anything else on those nations?
No, that's it.
Okay, Khan. So is there anything else you wanted to expound on, bro, with the League of Arabs?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
If that's it, that's fine.
Yeah, and that's something that because I was reading on that dude Nasir Abdal, the dude that said that the Jews left black but came back white.
Right.
So one of the reasons why they took that dude out also was because he was trying to unite the whole Arabian world together, bro. You know, he wanted to create a big league, but France and England didn't, you know, they didn't fuck with that shit. They said, fuck no, bro. We're keeping you fuckers divided. You know what I mean?
But your boy Bibi did it though.
Oh yeah.
He united them against. They came together because
Yeah.
Islam is connecting them all together.
Khan.
Shan
Yeah.
and Medan
Yeah.
and Midian.
So Median is where the traders that I mean, it could have been that they were Ishmaelites and Midianites when they sold Joseph. You know what I mean? But these are those people right there. Go for it, bro.
And Ishbak and Shua and Koshan beget Sheba.
Yeah, and that's where they say that the Queen of Sheba was from. But I think she was Ethiopian, right, brothers? If I'm not mistaken about that one. Yeah. Go for it, bro.
And Dedan. And the sons of Dedan were Ashurim and Lutusim and Leominim, and the sons of Midian, Ipa and Eper and Hanok and Abida, Eldad. All these were the children of Keturah. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac.
Yep. So that's where the Lord still basically declared that it was going to be with Isaac, not with any other son of Abraham, because we know that all nations were blessed in Abraham, but the chosen seed was Isaac. You know? Go for it, bro.
Verse 5, and Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac, but unto the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't want to have them around the chosen lineage. Right. You know what I mean? Because what were they going to do? They were going to disturb them. Just like Ishmael did with Isaac, right? That's why he was sent away. Yeah. You know, because he was fucking with Isaac, bro. And you were going to say something, bro?
It makes sense, bro, because Abraham knew he's like, all right, he's the son of promise. He's the one I want to reign. Yeah. But the other brothers being demons, they're going to want to take him out.
Exactly, bro.
Seat, so he already knew. Like, let me send them away because they're going to try to get him. Yeah,
imagine how they felt. Well, this is a chosen seed. You guys are just you. That's all.
You know? They were blessed, though.
Yeah, bless you, but you're not the chosen. You know? Yeah.
I had a couple of info on the, because you mentioned the Sheba, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So, basically I asked the AI, Why do some say the Sabians are Ham or Ishmael? Because Ishmael is from Sem, right?
Yeah. Geographic areas.
So it mentions the identification of the Sabians, the ancient people of the kingdom of Saba / Sheba in southern Arabia, as descendants of either Ham or Ishmael, stems from different ancient genealogical traditions, biblical interpretations, and the blending of distinct Arab tribes over centuries. The confusion or multi-layered identity arises because the Bible mentions multiple people named Sheba in different lineages. And early Arab tradition often adopted the biblical narrative of Ishmael to define their own ancestry. So, number one, why some say Sabians are as being Ham. And then number two, there's more info, but I'm gonna just, go to the point. Number two, why some say based on the traditional Arabic and Jewish identification of Arabian tribes as Ishmaelites, descendants of Ishmael, the son of Abraham and Hagar, progenitor of Arabs. According to Bible and Islamic tradition, Ishmael is considered the father of Arab nations, although Ishmael and his sons, such as Kedar and Nebaioth, originally settled in North/Central Arabia. Their tribes intermixed intensely over time. The Keturah connection. Abraham had other children with his wife Keturah, specifically named Sheba and Dedan, who also settled in Arabia. These Keturan tribes, a different Sheba than the Hamite one, often merge with the Ishmaelite tribes.
Ain't the
so
water,
that's
brother.
Where the confusion.
Yep.
That's it right there.
Con. So I just want to add a little bit more to what you read. It might sound repetitive, but it's basically the Midianite and Ishmaelite intermingling, or what the brother just read, the Keturah and Ishmael, controversy. So, a critical point of scripture, the Bible uses the Midianites and the Ishmaelites interchangeably. Since Ishmael and Midian were half brothers sharing the father Abraham, their descendants intermarried in the Arabian Peninsula.
Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son unto the east country.
Yep. So they ultimately got their blessings. They got their whatever they needed to progress and grow, and lo and behold,
Yeah. Okay, I got some information on that word, Kedar.
Okay, come, bro.
Because there's two strongs. Because I've heard the elders mention that Kedar also means incense or burning incense.
Yeah, and like I had brought up, they control the incense trading routes and everything.
That's it. Yep.
So one little thing before you read that, bro, just the Kenar connection right here. It says that Kedar became the dominant Ishmaelite clan and is the most referenced by Israel's prophets, like in Isaiah 21 and 16.
Yeah.
Go for it, bro.
Yeah, because Kedar as being dark skinned is also accepted with this word. So it's kind of like twofold is what this AI cloud is telling me. Because I remember the elders saying that it also means incense.
Yeah.
So the root one is Quadar, meaning to be dark, to be black, right? This is the root most Bible dictionaries default to its description: dark complexion, right? Dark colored tints, the black goat hair tints, right? Or mourning. And it also gives a reference, Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. And this is the second root, Quadar, meaning to burn incense, to send up smoke, to make fragrant smoke rise. This is the root you are identifying, and it is incredibly significant. The Hebrew word quadar is used throughout the Torah, especially for burning incense before God. The smoke of offerings rising upward, fragrant smoke as worship. And this is why this is prophetically explosive. Now, connecting these two roots together, and look at what Kedar represents: dark people who carry fragrant smoke. Those merchants.
Yep.
Right? It says, and people associated with both mourning and incense offering. Now remember, Arabia was the world's primary source for frankincense and myrrh. The incense trade routes ran directly through through Kedar's territory. Ishmaelites merchants, read Genesis 37, where carrying spicery, balm, and myrrh, incense products, when they bought Joseph.
Yep.
That's what they were carrying.
Omen. Wow. Yep. Come on, brother. Hell, you have to water for that, bro.
Yep.
And I'm just going to read Isaiah 21 and 16 since I quoted it, because there is going to be a downfall of this tribe of people. For it says, for thus said the Lord Yahweh, Salakia, for thus the Lord Yahweh has said to me, within a year, according to the year of a hired man, all the glory of Kedar will fail, and the remainder of the number of archers, the mighty men of the people of Kedar, will be diminished. For the Lord Yahweh, God of Israel, has spoken it. You know, so we're gonna see the downfall of these bastards. All right, brother. Who had that Genesis? The next one, 37. Okay, come, bro. Can you read that?
Verse 25.
Yeah, bro. 25 through 28, and then jump to 36. Or if the whole context is good, just read through it, bro.
I got you.
You know.
Genesis 37 and 25. It says, and they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead with their camels bearing spicy and balm and myrrh.
So this is where a lot of people get confused, because right now it's going to refer to, well, it already did, right, as Ishmaelites. But when you jump to verse 36, it calls them the Midianites. You know, so like we read earlier, interchangeably, right? Same fucking people, bro. Go for it, bro.
It says, going to carry it down to Egypt. Verse 26, and Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him. For he is our brother and our flesh, and his brethren were content. Then there passed by Midianites, merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they brought Joseph into Egypt.
I think that was pretty much it, right, bro?
Yeah,
that was the point there. So just the teaching point that I got from Claude right here was that, I'm just going to read it for edification. Joseph is sold to the Ishmaelites in verse 27. Verse 36 says, Midianites sold him to Egypt. Both terms describe the same caravan people, because these Abrahamic Arabian peoples had so thoroughly intermingled in the Arabian Peninsula, which we read already, that they shared the same trade routes and the same identity. You know, so same fucking people, bro.
Right.
You know. Is there more on there, bro? Or
that was it on that. Did you want me to jump to 36?
Yeah, you can jump to 36. Just end it there, bro. Yeah.
Genesis 37 and 36. And the Midianites sold him into Egypt unto Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's and captain of the guard. That was it, King.
Hey, bro, do you have that article on the Torah, the Muslim?
Yeah, sure. I got you.
Where is it?
You want me to start?
Yeah.
It says Ishmael, king of the Arabs. Throughout the Bible, Ishmael.
It's actually the other one, bro. The forgotten slavery, the Arab-Muslim slave trade.
Okay, the other one.
Yes,
like it. It's all good. So it says the forgotten slavery.
Yeah.
It says over the years, global tension and discussions on slavery have primarily focused on the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah, because that was one of the biggest slave routes that happened of all time, bro. That was when Judah, the Southern Kingdom was being brought from the West Coast to, this side and other parts of Central and South America. You know
what they don't tell you, the first slave ships came from Portugal and Spain. They
bro.
took them down.
Yeah.
After I think Granada fell.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the last stronghold
that
Jake had in like Europe. So they took them down from Spain and Portugal and shipped them across the Atlantic. Then they went down to western coast of Africa, because during the time of King Henry VIII, I believe, it was they were fleeing from Spain, and they were going either to the UK or they were going down to Western Africa.
Brother.
It says dominated
Good info, bro.
by American and European merchants. However, another equally significant trade has been largely overlooked, and in some cases treated as a taboo subject. Despite its profound impact.
And one of the reasons why it was overlooked, bro, was because what the Edomites did during slavery, basically, it overexcelled whatever other nations did, like for what we're going to read right now with the Arabs, all right? So what the Edomites did was inhumane, bro. They just took it to that fucking level. Go for it, bro.
It says, despite its profound impact on Africa, its people, and their way of life across generations, the Arab-Muslim slave trade, also known as the Trans-Saharan or Eastern slave trade, is recognized as the longest in history. Spanning over 1,300 years.
So these fucking sand eaters, they had Jake suffering, bro, for thousands of years, bro, a millennia.
Damn.
You know, and that's one reason that we know that Jake is everywhere throughout the whole Asiatic continent, Middle East, Europe, Africa, bro. Because these Arabs were doing it, bro. They were taking us everywhere. You know, taking our brothers, you know, the Southern Kingdom. Go for it, bro.
It forcibly removed millions of Africans from their homeland.
And obviously these Africans, there could have been some fucking Africans in there, bro, but the majority of these quote unquote Africans were Israelites, bro, from Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That's why there's a strong black, or how they call it, the black presence in India, in China, Japan, you know, because Jake was being taken everywhere, bro. Not just on their own expeditions, but through fucking slavery, because that's what really spread us out.
Yeah, they gotta go in slavery.
Because what did the Lord? What did the Lord say? I should give you into the hands of thy enemies, and and you should serve their gods in their lands. You know, so there it is.
And like the brother mentioned, those empires that couldn't fully take the Saudi Arabia Peninsula, like the Mongols.
A
lot of
that was
them,
Jake.
Going back to Genghis Khan and Kublai Khan and them, they drove these motherfuckers out and they burned cities to dust, but still they couldn't fully drive these motherfuckers out. So
bro.
That was the only reason that they kept warring with them.
In Revelations 11, it says they sent gifts one to another.
Exactly, bro.
To send Jake all over the place.
Yep.
Slaves.
I did a Google search before to the point of the sub-Saharan slave trade. If you Google Afro any country, it'll come. Jake will come up.
100%, bro.
East Indians, Afro Asians, they're everywhere.
So a lot of these cultures, they were basically influenced by Jake, bro, and the ideas that Jake brought. Like for instance, the samurai, right? They have that proverb where it says, in order to be a real samurai, you gotta have a little bit of black blood in you. Where did the ninja concept come from? From Jake, bro. Because Jake, well, what did these Chinese just say recently? That they fear the black man because of his superiority, you know, his build. Because Jake does all this shit, bro.
I'm glad you mentioned the ninja and the samurai. The footwear goes back to the angels.
Bro. Ezekiel. Come on,
It's
brother.
like a calf's foot, but you look at the footwear that the ninjas wear, and the samurai, it looks like a calf's foot.
And that's funny, bro, because me growing up, I always had like an infatuation for like the ninjas, the samurai. I used to like a lot of the Moabite filmography shit, bro, because of the things they would do. Because you think you could do that shit, but you know, it's all Jake, bro, all Jake. Slavery, you know, contributed to all that. You know what I'm saying? So there was good and bad about it. If that makes sense.
That's it.
Go for it, bro. Continue on that 1300 years, Baba Kushan. And if a brother is a brother holding Psalms 83, it's because we're gonna read that next. Any brother who gets it.
It says forcibly removing millions of Africans from their homeland.
Forcefully, bro. So it wasn't done in good sense, right? Like you niggas is coming and that's it. You know. Go for it, bro.
subjecting them to brutal conditions while they labored in foreign lands.
Can that brother get that scripture? If you don't keep my commandments, I should give you over to the hands of the enemies. Can we read that before this brother continues? Bawakusha, whatever brother get it. Yeah, man. So these just gonna pay for it. Brother got it?
That's right. They gonna pay.
No.
Any brother got it?
What was it? Psalms what?
Nah, brother. The scripture where it says, "I shall give you into the hands of your enemies."
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it, bro?
Yeah.
Come, Bawakusha, bro.
Deuteronomium. How do you
Deuteronomy?
say?
Deuteronomy.
28 and 25. It says, "The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies."
Yeah, so that's when the brother read right here that they were forcefully taken. That's part of being smitten. You know, because you're going against your will. Go for it, bro. Dale, hermano.
You shall go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Yeah, boom, there it is, man.
Wow.
So Jake was removed to all the kingdoms of the earth through what? Through slavery.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why this overlooked, what is it? The Muslim Saharan slave trade, bro? African Saharan. It's very important, bro. Because it's basically the history of the Southern Kingdom there, bro. Untold history.
That's it, bro.
¿Tienes más ahí, bro?
That was it.
Okay,
it goes deep, bro, because certain trade routes like the Silk Road, and certain routes leading back to Europe and even across the Sub-Saharan, it was always hostilities. They'd be like, "What are you?
Yeah.
Are you Arab? Are you Islamic?" And if they found out that's what you were, they would kill you on the spot.
Yep.
In the NLT it says that the Lord will cause you to be defeated
That's it.
by your enemies.
Those different wars.
You will attack your enemies from one direction, but you will scatter from them in 7.
Damn. Yep. Complete. Yeah. Can you continue on that, bro?
And it says, subjecting them to brutal conditions while they labored in foreign lands.
And we already know what those brutal conditions were, bro. Hardcore slavery, building their empires, bro. You know, they were taking our women as concubines. You know, making us look like we were in shit, man. You know? Go for it, bro.
It says scholars had referred to it as a veiled
genocide.
Veiled genocide.
Because it's not really talked about.
Yeah. A term reflecting the extreme humiliation and near-death experiences endured by the enslaved. From their capture in slave markets to their forced labor abroad.
Yeah.
In the Harrowing. Saharan slave trade remains disputed. Most scholars estimated that the figure.
Bro,
Man, it had to be more
yeah.
than that, bro.
Remember Esau says
Yeah.
5 times it, bro.
Yeah, because the scriptures say that the earth shall give up the blood. You know what I mean? So the Lord knows that true number, bro.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to pay for that, bro.
Yep.
You know, just like the Lord made Jake pay 1 year for every day on the desert.
Yep.
That's how it's gonna be for them, man. For every Israelite that was taken out, bro. Especially through these, you know, fucking conditions, bro, that they put us through.
Yeah.
God, can a brother get Psalms 83 real quick?
I got it. Brother no got it.
Khan, I'm just gonna read this real quick, bro, and then you can read it. So, so this is called the Great Fire Confederacy against Israel, which is, you know, the nations that are against us. So, Psalms 83 is a master prophetic document that identifies the Ishmaelites and their Arabian king as sworn, because most of the nations that are mentioned there, they go back to the Ishmaelites, bro. It says, Arabian king sworn organized enemies of both Israel and God himself. Written by Asaph, chief worship leader under King David during the time of peace, it's a prophetic prayer about a 10-nation coalition whose stated goal was the total annihilation of Israel as a nation. So that was a deep hatred, bro. And these nations that we're gonna read right now in a couple of these accounts of wars, they always wanted to take us out, bro. They formed allegiances, to take us out. Yep. You were gonna say something, bro?
Yeah, it's a spirit because a lot of times they would come up. It would always be like you said, a coalition come up against us, and they thought that the southern kingdom was weak because the kingdom split, and the Assyrians took the northern kingdom. And they were like, oh well, we could take the south. Yeah. But the Lord proved those assholes wrong, that they tried to flee. Yeah. And whatever city they went back to, the Lord made the walls fucking come down and kill more of those bastards. When the walls came down, then we actually defeated in the battle.
Hell yeah, bro.
So it just goes to show you the Lord is always on our side. Even if we get knocked down to a small number, we still prevail.
Exactly, brother. Yep. The chosen people. Yep. All right, go for it, brother. Can you read that Psalms 83?
From the top, right?
Yeah.
Psalms 83 from the NLT. Oh God, do not be silent. Do not be deaf. Do not be quiet, oh God. Don't you hear the uproar of your enemies? Don't you see that your arrogant enemies are rising up? They devise crafty schemes against your people. They conspire against your precious ones. Come, they say, let us wipe out Israel as a nation. We will destroy them. We will destroy the very memory of its existence. Yes, this was their unanimous decision. They signed the treaty as allies against you. These Edomites and Ishmaelites.
Yep, so there it is, man. The Ishmaelites, bro. The Ishmaelites are our number 2 fucking enemy, man. Go for it, bro.
These Edomites and Ishmaelites, Moabites and Hagrites and Gebalites, Ammonites.
I read some info that I just wanted to share. I'm not sure the validity of it, but it says that those Hagrites that it mentions there, those are king or basically the lineage of Hagar, the mom of Ishmael. I just don't know the validity of it, but it would kind of make some sense if that was true, Go for it, bro.
Verse 7. Gebalites, Ammonites, and Amalekites, and people from Philistia and Tyre. Assyria has joined them too, and is allied with the descendants of Lot. Do to them as you did to the Midianites, and as you did to Sisera and Jabin at the Kishon River.
So we're going to read right now that account of the Midianites. But basically what we're reading there is just an account of the primary nations that came and warred against Israel. You know what I mean? And like I said, it started with the number 1 enemies, which are the Edomites, the Ishmaelites, and the Amalekites.
Hey, I looked up
Go for it, bro.
Hagarenes in the blue letter. And when you go to the Strong's definition, it does say.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It says a member of a certain Arabian clan.
There it is. I guess through the mom. You know what I'm saying? The Egyptian mom, not really Arabian, but just intermingled there. Shit, in allegiance. Gone. So they could have been Canaanite. Well, Mizraim, right?
It makes sense. Yeah. Mizraim had a lot of slaves or whatever, but it was like a port city. Certain nations around about would come in there and trade and then leave. So obviously she could have been one of those, not really a Hamite, but somebody in the desertous region that went down into Egypt, possibly.
I got a quick precept, bro.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Is Isaiah 13. I'll start at 19. The point is in 20, and it says, "And Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms, and the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and never shall be inhabited." Right, talking about the destruction of this place. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold.
That's going, Salakia, bro. That's going right here into Babylon, man. Because one thing that the Arabians have done here is that they've established businesses that created a lot of wealth for them, man. They own a lot of these gas stations too, just like the Elamites. They own the liquor stores.
Yeah.
They own the 7-Elevens. They own the fucking bodegas nowadays, bro.
Yep.
You know, they own all the fucking Tres Hermanos stores. I don't know if brothers are familiar with Tres Hermanos. You know, you buy a lot of Visicorite, you know, attire and shit, bro. They own all that shit.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know
Like
merchants.
They take over like Israelite where there's a lot of Israelite. Like there's a city called Huntington Park.
Oh, bro, yeah.
And right there it's a street called Pacific.
Yep.
And you would think that those are Jake-owned businesses, but they're Arabian-owned
all of them, bro.
businesses.
All of them.
And they speak Spanish, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they cater to the Northern Kingdom.
Yeah. Well, I even remember Apostle Aranda had mentioned that back in the day out there in New York, a lot of the bodegas were owned by Ephraim, and then you had all these fucking sand eaters come in, bro, and take over everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
So
that's
like
what these
you were
fuckers
saying,
do.
that's like a number 2 enemy.
Exactly,
They
bro.
do that, bro.
Yep. They're in a perfect league against us, bro. You know?
You said that the gas stations, right?
Yeah, bro.
Going into OPEC, right?
Yeah.
But
OPEC.
the person who actually took over all the oil in Babylon was I think John D. Rockefeller. It was him. He made a monopoly out of it.
Yep.
But like you said, I believe after World War II, they linked up with Ishmael.
Yeah.
Giving those fields to make the petrodollar the
Exactly, bro.
powerful actual money system in the world after the war.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah. And then they follow it, and we read about UAE. They just got out of OPEC.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, which basically weakens the dollar because now they can make those transactions with the Chinese yuan.
Yep.
Because they're part of the BRICS nations.
Yep.
Basically, what happened is that the war between the United States and Israel and in Iran, it gave them the perfect
out.
It gave them the perfect out.
Yep.
So they took it.
And that's spiritual because that's the Lord doing that. He's breaking them apart.
Yep.
Their alliance.
Yep.
I'm breaking you apart. Yep.
Yeah, and it's crazy because we're talking about conspiracy. It almost feels like these two nations of people, the Edomites, the Arabs through the petrodollar, it's like they got together and said, well, we were rejected of the promise. Let us fuck Israel up now. Let us make all the wealth we can and keep these fucking people in the condition that they are.
Esau, not only Americans, but even the Brits fuck heavy with that region, bro.
Khan. Yep. Yep.
They're the one that set up, the British actually set up Saudi Arabia as like one country. There used to be a bunch of
nomadic shit.
Like warring
tribes. Yep.
But they set up the guy that made it one unified country.
Khan, bro.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Khan, yeah. You had more on that, bro, or did you finish it?
No, that was it.
Okay, Khan. So right now I'm just gonna try to go through it quick, bros. Just read these points on these wars, ended with a few scriptures. I mean, we pretty much know who Ishmael is. We identified him. We know who the Arabian people are and what the Arabian people consist of. Just a mixed multitude of the sons of Keturah and the sons of Hagar. Ishmael, the progenitor. So this is point number 3. It's called the Great War against Midian. So if a brother can just hold on deck, Numbers 25, 16 through 18, and also Numbers 31, 1 through 3. Barakashah?
I got 31.
Okay, Khan, bro. So I'll start reading this. Enemy Midian is the 4th son of Keturah, direct son of Abraham. It says that the Midianites had seduced Israel into Baal worship through the sorcerer Balaam counsel. A Midianite princess named Cosbi, daughter of King Zur, was brazenly brought into the Israelite camp. Phinehas executed both with a spear, stopping a plague that killed 24,000 Israelites. You were going to say something?
That's spiritual.
God.
The man Phineas, man. That's my story. I always go back to it.
Yep.
He chased him
That's
through
zeal.
the camp.
Yeah.
That is ass, man. And that woman. But I didn't know the woman was a princess.
Khan.
So there you go.
I mean, this is just kind of some of that secular history that the cloud brought out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We were marching.
Yeah.
The desert, the wilderness. We had the war with these nations.
Khan.
And we were taking down city after city, and we were just taking the spoil.
Khan, hell yeah, bro.
That's it.
Did a brother get Numbers 25?
I got it for you. Where'd you want me to start at?
Verse 16, bro, and just stop at 18. Well, you can read 18 as well. It's basically gonna it's gonna go into what I just read, but it's the scripture,
Numbers 25, starting at verse 16, it says, "And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Vex the Midianites, and smite them."
Yeah, and the reason we're bringing this out is because, like I said, this is part of the whole Arabian console here, and these are our enemies. All right, go for it, bro.
Verse 18. For they vex you with their wiles, wherewith they have beguiled you in the matter of Peor.
Yeah, into idolatry, man. Because this is what these nations were doing. The Arabs were known for being heavy idolaters, man. They still are today. Yeah. They praise a fucking rock, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
And they want to belittle our Savior. Oh, yeah, he's just a good guy, a prophet.
Yeah.
The only prophets came from Israel.
Yeah. Well, there's a story which we know is not true, but their account says that it was Abraham and Ishmael who built the Kaaba. You know what I mean? That's crazy, bro.
And they know that Jerusalem is a place that you go worship, but this demon Muhammad picked another place, Mecca or something.
Yeah, where the Kabbalah is at. Yeah. And that's been a spot that's been fucking, rebuilt over and over again, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. Go for it, bro.
It says, wherewith they have beguiled you in the matter of Peor, and in the matter of Cosby, or Cosby, the daughter of a prince of Midian, their sister, which was slain in the day of the plague for Peor's sake.
So Israel was fucking dealing with these fucking sand-eating women, bro.
And they're mentioned. They're mentioned in Isaiah 60 that they're gonna pay tribute unto us, man.
God. Yeah,
and gotta get it, but they just another point of they're gonna go into slavery for everything they've done.
Yeah, and there was an account that I was reading also regarding this, bro. A lot of these fucking Arabs and Midianites were fucking pissed, bro, because Jake was taking those women. You know what I mean? They didn't want us dealing with those fucking women, bro. So created that tension.
Well, that's why. That's why when we just went into the trans-Saharan slavery.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, what Ishmael was doing was they were getting the women slaves 3-to-1, and they had the harems, and then they would castrate Jake to watch over the harem.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yep. So they're gonna pay for that, man.
That was like the payback for that.
Yep. Brother got Numbers 31. Just read it quick. It's basically retouching that whole point right there.
Numbers 31:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites. Afterward shall thou be gathered unto thy people. And Moses spake unto the people, saying, Arm some of yourselves unto war, and let them go against the Midianites.
It's crazy because we were warring against these motherfuckers during that whole time, bro, of us trying to get settled in our land, or when we got settled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So these were dire enemies. I mean, we were in the wilderness, bro, so we were in their fucking territory, basically. You know? Go for it, bro.
And avenge the Lord of Midian.
And that was it right there, bro?
That was 3, verse 3.
Okay, can you jump to 7 and 8?
Yeah. Numbers 31:7. And they war against the Midianites, and the Lord commanded Moses, and they slew all the males, and they slew all the kings of Midian, beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi, and Rechem, and Sur, and Hur, and Reba, 5 kings of Midian, Balaam, also the sons of Beor.
Just gonna jump over to point 4 over here, which is basically point 5 over Israel. So if a brother could hold Judges 6:1, Babakusha, and I'm gonna read a quick note right here. So the enemies here were Midian, Ishmael, and Amalek. It says here on the history that they had over 135,000 troops against Gideon's 300. You know?
Damn, 135,000
troops. Yeah. Almost 250,000, right? And it took 300, bro.
That's it.
Yeah. 300.
Yeah. I know we jumped out of numbers, so I know we jumped out of numbers 31, but I want the brother to keep reading.
Yeah, 9 and 10.
Go for it, bro.
Yeah.
Salakia, brother. Go for it.
Yeah.
That's why it's a unit, right? You can read it, bro.
Oh, yeah. This is Numbers 31 and 9. It says, and the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle and all their flocks and all their goods, and they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire.
Damn.
So that's it. Yeah.
Come out, bro.
It says, and they took all the spoil and all the prey, both men and of beasts, and they brought the captives and the prey and the spoil unto Moses and Eleazar, the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the camp at the plains of Moab, which are by the Jordan near Jericho.
Con. Oh yeah, bro. Con. That was it on that, bro?
That was it.
Okay, Con. So I'm gonna just read a quick footnote, bro, and then you can read that Judges. And like I said, if a brother has anything, just bring it out, you know? So it says the full coalition of sons of Keturah and the sons of Ishmael invaded Israel simultaneously for 7 years. All right, so this was a 7-year period of warring with these fucking desert people. Go for it, bro. Whoever has it.
It's Judges 5, right?
Judges 6 1 through 5.
Judges 6 and 1. It says, and the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord.
Yeah.
And the Lord delivered them into the hand of Midian.
Yeah.
7 years. And the hand of Midian prevailed against Israel, and because of the Midianites, the children of Israel made them the dens which are in the mountains.
Yeah, they were hiding hideouts, basically.
And the NLT, if I may, it says the Midianites were so cruel that the Israelites made hiding places for themselves.
Can you just read it off the NLT, bro?
Okay.
Con.
Well, I think we're gonna continue. I'll just finish it.
Con.
Because you have it in the NLT right there, bro?
Yeah.
It says, make them for themselves in the mountains, caves, and strongholds.
Con. Well, because like you said, right, they were being really cruel. So who knows what the fuck they were doing to Jake, bro?
Of the wild man, you know?
Yep.
True.
Same characteristics.
This is the third verse in the NLT. It says, whenever the Israelites planted their crops, martyrs from Midian, Amalek, and the people of the east would attack Israel.
And those people of the east are the fucking Ishmaelites, bro. Go for it, bro.
It says, verse 4, camping in the land and destroying crops.
And Salaki, I just wanted to say that just makes me, it's just in my mind, bro, that, you know, the reason why the Lord created these nations, bro, it was just, you know, to, you know, correct us, bro. And ultimately, the true goal is that we're going to possess them.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just, the dynamics is crazy of this, bro.
Yeah.
It's just going through my mind and shit, you know? Because really, they have no purpose, bro, other than to serve.
Their background,
you know what I mean?
And they gonna know why, and they gonna know why they're serving, because it's like,
exactly,
look
bro.
what you did.
Yeah.
You had the power and you still was an asshole, so now they rule over you. You can't get out of it.
So just the fact that the Lord gave them the power to have power over us, bro, was mercy, bro.
Yeah.
Of the Lord to them.
Yeah.
Because if not, they would have not gotten shit.
And look at what they did.
Exactly, bro.
Yes.
It says like it says in the scriptures, right? The Lord was but a little angry, and they helped forward the affliction, bro. You know?
Musty taxi drivers, bro.
Come, bro.
It goes to show you, bro.
Yeah.
Just like, what the fuck? Like, man, like when we put you in captivity, it was up for your ass. We cleaned you up. We fucking taught you the right things.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers were under y'all just bugged the hell out.
Exactly, bro.
We're not. There's a reason that Jake wanted to war with you and fight, because they're not right under these guys.
It's because I was just thinking, brother, like, who in their right mind would want to castrate another man, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Exposing the man, cutting his rod off. I mean, I get it. You know, we fucked up, but goddamn, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's inhumane.
Yeah, bro.
Pretty much, you gotta have more slaves. Like,
yeah,
we need you to pop so you can bring us more slaves. The Egyptians wanted to stop that, mainly the sons.
Yeah.
Because they knew that's where our line came from. The same thing with Esau.
Yeah.
This motherfucker just like, you can't kill the people you got captive. Like,
exactly, bro.
He's going to work in the field.
Yep.
It just goes to show you how retarded these heathen are.
What's the point of taking captive?
Because even us is like, we're going to take you down, but we ain't just about to wipe you all out.
Hell
we
no.
need slave labor.
Exactly, bro.
Jerusalem.
It says that Israel should be a kingdom everlasting, bro.
That's right, bro.
Yeah. You know, in order to be everlasting, you need fucking slaves.
And it goes to show you, we equate it with Esau in Proverbs, where it says when the wicked bear rule, people are mourning. But these fucking heathen, when whoever was under y'all, the shit wasn't going smooth either. It was still wars, and then you had wars inside your fucking kingdom and shit like that. But when Jake rules, It's peace.
Yeah.
You know, everything is in order. Everybody has to shut the hell up and worship the true power.
Khan. Oh yeah, brother. All right, can you continue on that, bro? Whoever had it.
Khan, this is back to Judges 6 and 4 in the NLT.
Okay.
It says, camping in the land and destroying crops as far away as Gaza. They left the Israelites with nothing to eat, taking all the sheep, goats, cattle, and donkeys. These.
Yeah, they did this. They're doing the same thing with them pals and them out there. They ain't got nothing to eat in that Gaza. So they did the same shit that they did in the past. They doing it now. It's modern time. Go ahead,
Khan. It says, verse 5. These enemy hordes coming with their livestock and tents, were as thick as locusts. They arrived on droves of camels.
Yeah, so there was a great fucking army that these bastards arrived with, bro.
Yeah,
and we were about to face them, Gideon.
Khan.
You know? Go for it, bro.
Like you were saying, it says droves of camels, too numerous to count.
Yep.
And they stayed until the land was stripped bare. So Israel was reduced to starvation by the Midianites. Then the Israelites cried out to the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, for help. When they cried out to the Lord because of Midian, the Lord sent a prophet to the Israelites. He said, this is what the Lord, thy power of Israel, says. I brought you up out of slavery in Egypt. I rescued you from the Egyptians and from all who oppressed you.
Yeah, so this is the Lord reminding us, bro. I did all this shit for you guys, man. So why are you crying now? What's going on?
Yeah.
Go for it, bro.
It says, I rescued you from the Egyptians and from all who oppressed you. I drove out your enemies and gave you their land. I told you I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, your God. You must not worship the gods of the Amorites, in whose land you now live, but you have not listened to me. Then the angel of the Lord came and sat beneath the great tree at Oprah. It's like Ophrah.
What verse are you on, bro?
Verse 11.
Khan.
It says Ophrah, which belonged to Joash.
Okay, Khan.
The clan of Abiezer.
You could end it at verse 12.
Oh, okay. It says Gideon, the son of Joash, was threshing wheat at the bottom of a winepress.
So this is the judge that the Lord raised up in the time of the Midianite captivity to fight against the Amalekites, the Ishmaelites, and the Midianites. And we pretty much know the story, brothers. You know, the Lord didn't work with big numbers, but with small numbers to prove a point, to magnify his power against these heathen nations, right? So from there, bro, we can jump to Judges 7 and 19 and just read that point of the victory of Gideon, and then we'll complete it on the last two points that I have here.
And through the Spirit, bro, I like how when the Lord first came to Gideon, he already named him what he was.
Yeah.
He said, Almighty Warrior. And he's looking at himself like, I ain't no warrior, but that's what you are, because the Lord's going to make you that.
Khan.
That's what you've always been.
Well, imagine that, bro. 300 against 135,000 footmen, bro.
That's it, bro.
Wild man, bro.
Damn.
You know?
Dang. Some work.
Yep. And we already know how Amalek is, bro. So
yeah, this is some history, bro.
This is back on their when they were still on their primitive state, bro. You know? Go for it, brother.
You wanted it on the NLT or the King James?
NLT is sounding pretty meaty, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep it there.
Judges chapter 17, verse 19.
Yeah.
It was just after midnight, after the changing of the guard, when Gideon and the 100 men with him reached the edge of the Midianite camp. Suddenly they blew the ram's horn and broke their clay jars. Then all three groups blew their horns and broke their jars. It says they held the blazing torches in their left hands and the horns in their right hands. And they all shouted, a sword for the Lord and for Gideon. It says each man stood at his position around the camp and watched as all the Midianites rushed around in panic, shouting as they ran to escape. When the 300 Israelites blew their ram's horns, the Lord caused all the warriors in the camp to fight against each other with their swords. It says those who were not killed fled to places as far as Beth Shittah, near Zerara, Salak. It says, and to the border of Abimelech, near Tabbath. It says, then Gideon sent forth the warriors of Naphtali, Asher, and Manasseh, who joined in chasing the army of Midian. It says, Gideon also sent messengers throughout the hill country of Ephraim, saying, come down to attack the Midianites. It says, cut them off at the shallow crossings of the Jordan River to Beth Barah. So all the men of Ephraim did as they were told. They captured Oreb and Zeb, the two Midianite commanders, killing Oreb at the rock of Oreb, and Zeb at the winepress of Zeb.
Named it after that.
Yeah, Khan. It says, and they continued to chase the Midianites afterwards. The Israelites brought the heads of Oreb and Zeb to Gideon, who was by the Jordan River.
Khan, what verse are you on, bro?
That was the end. Yeah.
Okay, Khan. Khan. So, yeah, brothers, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. I did share some documents, some history on the secular history on Ishmael, the Arabian Peninsula, and all that stuff. If brothers want to read it, go into depth about it, it's there. But I think the point has really been made. We know who Ishmael is. We know who the Arabians are. We know that they mingled with the sons of Keturah, and they were dire enemies of the nation of Israel. If a brother can get the scripture, I shall give you the nations as an inheritance, and we can close it off with that. If a brother has a point, you want to bring it out right now, or anything you want to say? Khan.
I got it for you. Psalms 2.
Khan.
Psalms 2 and verse 8.
Khan.
It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Khan, and those heathens are talking about the 18 nations, man. So we're gonna have the nations as an inheritance in the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna treat them like they treated us. Everything's gonna be done in order, humanely, in order for the kingdom to last forever too. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Other than that, any brother got a closing scripture or something they want to bring up?
Yeah, something quick.
Okay, Khan, bro.
Because you had also mentioned that they play a part of the.
Oh yeah, you're gonna bring out the second Esdras? Yeah, you can bring that, bro. Yeah.
I'm gonna finish the verse.
Okay, Khan. Yeah.
And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Yeah. So the whole world. Even though the nations are gonna have their lots given to them, we're still gonna be the owners of everything. You know what I mean?
Read the next verse off,
God, I was thinking that too. Verse 9, it says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron.
That's the rule. That we don't have a rigorous rule for
That's it.
Yep.
Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
That's it.
Khan. Hell yeah, brother.
That's it, Aki.
You can get that, bro.
Second Esdras 15 and 28. Behold, a horrible vision.
Yeah.
And but this is crazy though, bro, because it comes full circle.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. Second Esdras 15 and 28. Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east.
Yeah, man. Those are the chariots, bro. Those chariots are coming from the east, right? Go for it, bro.
Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear may fear and tremble.
Yeah, so those are the Ishmaelites and those basically that league of nations that they formed that are gonna come together with who? Go for it, bro.
30. Also the Carmenians.
Yeah, those are the Iranians, man. The Elamites, man. And I shared some videos on the dire enemies. It's a 2-part documentary. It's pretty good, brothers. I'd say check it out. It kind of goes into those that division and that tension that the Arabians have against the Persians and the Persians against the Arabians. So I would suggest brothers to check it out if you want to get some edification on that. Pretty good documentary. Go for it, bro.
Verse 30. Also the Carmenians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood.
Yeah, because something's going to happen in the Middle East, and we're kind of seeing it already, where these, basically the whole Muslim world or the Islamic world is going to get together to fight against America and to fight against the small hats over there. All right. So we're in that process right now, seeing that being finally fulfilled. You know, go for it, bro.
And with great power shall they come.
Yeah.
And join battle with them.
Yeah, because they got great armies. You know, the Arabians have invested a lot of money and also in, you know, military advancements. You know, they have a lot of money, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you were gonna say something?
No, you could.
Okay, Con. Go for it, bro.
And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
Yeah, that's gonna be that American military, man. That's gonna be out there in that desert. You know, that's where these Arabs and Elamites are gonna say, "Fuck you guys, man. We're taking you out right now. Our territory." You know. Go for it, bro.
And then shall the dragons have the upper hand.
Yeah. Makes me think about Obadiah, man. Them that were at peace with thee have deceived you. Yep. And they put a trap below you, right? Mm-hmm. There is no understanding. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Go for it, bro.
Verse 31, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature.
What is the nature? We read it in Genesis 16, right? That he is a wild man. And that's what he's going to go back to, bro. Because these, like I said earlier, these Arabs, they've been level-headed, bro. They've been like in order. But they're about to let loose, man. You know?
Dormant or something, right?
Come on, bro.
They've been wealthy and rich.
Yeah, they've been eating good.
Yeah.
Is there a little more on that, bro? I think there is, right?
And if they shall turn themselves conspiring together in great power to persecute them.
Yep, there it is, man. So yeah, that's the ending of this class. Lord willing, it was edifying. You know, we just went into Ishmael and his allies. So we're going to end it like we started it, giving all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all you brothers, man, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. And salutations to the few sisters that listen. Shalom.
Shalom.